What's up, everybody? It's Grim, your Wrestling Figures YouTube Heavyweight Champion, finally doing another Q&A. I just asked you a couple hours ago to ask me some questions on Twitter, and I'm going to answer them here. I know I'm the worst at doing these because I do them like once every 6 months, and I feel bad that I don't get to them enough, and sometimes I feel like I ramble on and be boring, so that's why I don't do them, and I need to wear my fucking nerd spectacles so I can actually read this shit on the screen. Otherwise, I can't fucking see. So, nerd glasses are here. Grim is here, and I'm going to answer some of your questions. I thank you all for always watching my shows, sending me questions. This is cool. So let's have some fun. First question. First question comes from Gabriel PR, and he asks, can I do the emulation theme? I think he means this shit. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know. The bitch is new. I don't know much about her. So that's pretty much all I know. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. What's next? Caleb Radovich asks, if you could challenge Grime to any match except loser leaves YouTube, been there, done that, what would it be? I would challenge him to a rip your dick off match, because I want to rip that little shitbag's dick off. Nailed it. Oh, here's a cute little question. Best in the World asks, how did you and heel wife meet? Okay, well, honestly, I was at a bowling alley with my brother and Alex, you know, the guy that we pretend is from the Tell and whatnot, you know, the baseball card guy from that show that you guys saw and all that shit. We were at the bowling alley, and there was these two chicks at the alley next to us, and they were bowling, and heel wife was there, and she was looking smoking, and every time she went and threw the ball, I was like, that is. So I started flirting with her, and the rest is history. Nailed the fuck out of it. Okay, Alex asks me, do you play video games a lot? No, I do not. I play them once a week when Attack Slug brings over his video game system and makes me play a game. He tries to teach me them. I'm actually getting better at them. I used to play games a lot when I was younger. I had like Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64, I think it was. But once Nintendo 64 went away, I stopped playing games altogether. And now I'm back into playing them with Attack Slug once a week on the Perplexing Pixels. I'll put a link down there in the description. Hi. What? You can come in. Heel wife. FGZZ something or other asks, will you do a figure hunt at Fred Meyer? Not gonna happen. I think the closest Fred Meyer to me is like 400 miles away. Double waste. I've never been in a Fred Meyer once in my life. Ultimate Tag Team 9 asks, what inspired you to make YouTube videos? Basically, I've always made videos, even when I was a kid. I used to do a podcast before anybody even knew what a podcast was. I called it a radio show. And I used to just record it and pass it out to my friends in school. And then, once I got my hands on a video camera, I always made videos. And we used to do backyard wrestling when I was 19 years old. I have tapes of that shit, before YouTube ever even existed. And then YouTube came along, and I seen YouTube, but I didn't know that I could put videos on YouTube. And then one day, someone said, you can put videos on YouTube. And I was like, I can? And then I started making videos for YouTube, and here we are. Nailed the fuck out of that, right? David Kurtz asks, how did I get the Elite One Jeff Hardy figure? Which is, where the fuck is he? I don't even know where he is. Probably Grimes stole the fucking thing. Where is it? Oh, wait, there he is. All right, he's way up there. I don't know if you can see him in the camera. How did I get him? I believe I got it off eBay? I don't know. I can't keep track of all my wheelings and dealings. Godila asks, what is the shittiest figure you own? What a waste. Steve asks, what is the rarest figure that you desperately want? That's a tough one. I've been wanting Elite 6 Batista for a long time, but now that he's back, he's going to get new figures, and I couldn't give two fucks about it. So now it'll be cheap, and I won't even want it. Let me see, what's some other rare figure? I don't have Elite 7 Shawn Michaels. I still don't have that fucking figure. I hid it in the bread aisle one time, because I didn't have any money, and I was going to come back for it, and some fuck bought it out of the fucking bread aisle. How did the motherfucker know that it was hidden behind loaves of bread? Well, Godila asks me, why do you like Razor Ramon so much? Because he's the coolest freaking guy ever. He's like, hey, yo, Chico, gonna carve you up. I mean, the guy was so cool. I was 13 years old when he came out, and I wasn't even a wrestling fan. I kind of was casual. I watched it here and there. But as soon as I saw Razor Ramon on TV saying, I'm gonna carve you up, and do the fucking Razor's Edge, I was like, I gotta watch this. And I started watching wrestling because of Razor Ramon. Harry is Cool, LOL asks, What is your favorite pay-per-view? Like WrestleMania, Extreme Rules. I like the Royal Rumble the best. Except for this year's, because they fucked us over and we wanted Daniel Bryan. Yes. They fucked us over pretty hard on that, but I really like the Royal Rumble. I look forward to that a ton. I look forward a lot, of course, to WrestleMania because there's always the most build-up to it. Every other pay-per-view seems to get like 2 or 3 weeks of build-up, so they're just a pay-per-view. But the Royal Rumble stands alone as something awesome, and WrestleMania because of the build-up. Alex Loves Mattel asks, where can I buy the figure of you? I'm assuming you mean the figure of Ebenezer. Where can you buy it? Ralph's Figure Clothes, I think, has the outfit, but I don't actually sell the figure. I don't make the figure. I got the clothes from Ralph's Figure Clothing and made a custom of it. I have a video of how I made the custom. If you search Action Insider Ebenezer Middlesdorf, I'm sure it'll come up. Sub-Zero Applesauce asks, what got you into wrestling? I sort of answered that already. Chico Razor Ramon got me into wrestling. James Freeland asks, what is your favorite figure of all times? Are you serious? That's like asking what's my favorite hair on my head. There's thousands of them. I don't know. I love them all. A Razor Ramon figure because he's Razor Ramon, or I love Elite 17 Zack Ryder. It's the best Zack Ryder figure, and it's not like CM Punk where we have 15 of them. I got like one awesome Elite Zack Ryder. You know what I mean? So figures like that, those are like my favorites. There's the figures that there's only one of, like the Elite One Jeff Hardy. So those are like my favorites because there's only one Jeff Hardy Elite figure from Mattel. You know what I mean? And it wasn't even released. So figures like that are my favorites. Seth Smileyface asks, if you could face Razor Ramon in a match in the WWE, what kind of match would it be? Well, I wouldn't want to follow him and Shawn Michaels in a ladder match, so I don't know. A regular match? No, because he'd probably Razor's Edge me. I don't want to face him in a match. I don't want to take a Razor's Edge because I know I'm going to get my ass kicked. It's not like I'm going to go over. So, no, I don't want to face Razor Ramon in a match. Nick asks, did anyone that I wrestled with in the indies make it far in wrestling? Well, there was a couple guys that were sort of already there, you know what I mean? Like, they brought talent in, like Tito Santana, for example. Wrestled with him all the time, but he was already established. That was like how we got people to the shows to come see Tito Santana. But I assume you mean like a no-name guy who made it big. If you guys remember Nova, Simon Dean, I kind of came up with him a little bit. Him and his brother. His brother owned one of the promotions. I didn't actually wrestle for his brother's promotion. They were kind of like a rival of the promotion that I was in. But, Nova was there, and he came up and eventually became Simon Dean in the WWE. He didn't become like WWE champion or anything, but he made it big. And then another guy who's actually still kicking around, Kevin Matthews. I remember he actually called me on the phone and asked if he could come wrestle in our group. And I brought him into our group, which was the EWA, and he had a couple really cool matches, and it was cool to work with him. So, Kevin Matthews. Other than that, I don't really know. There's a guy named Arcadia. I tag teamed with him a little bit, and I think he's like just under TNA level. He might have been on TNA a few times. I'm not sure, because I kind of lost touch with him, and I don't watch TNA. But I heard good things about him. Bruno Nero writes, Grim, where do you live, and what is your job? I live in this house, and my job is working. Nailed it. Ashton Holloway asks, why no free fig giveaway in January? Fuck you, he won already. And now he's looking for more figures. I'm just kidding, bro dumb. Basically what happened was I was very busy in January with the whole Disney thing and trying to keep up on episodes and the Grime thing. And I was very busy in January. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold off until we get to 70,000 subscribers on our main channel, and then I'll do a big giveaway. And it's going to be another unique giveaway, something that I've never done before, and it's going to require you to be a big fan. So think about that one. All right, well, that's all the questions and answers for now. So maybe next week we'll do another one. Sound good? Maybe I'll do these once a week if I can keep up on that. But if I can get to another Q&A, I'll do it next week right here on this channel. And I thank you guys for watching. You guys are the best.
Hey, fucker, I want to answer a question. Why the fuck you got to cut me out of this?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I want to fucking answer
hold on.
one.
Ebenezer wants to answer a quick question. There was one here for him. Hold on.
Get the fuck out of the way, fat ass. Move it. Slow and steady does not win the race, you fat
Chill
fuck.
out, I'm moving.
Holy sheep shit on a shingle. What are you waiting for? An engraved
Calm the fuck down,
invitation
or I'm not
to move
even
your
gonna let you
fat
do it. I'm
fucking
moving.
ass cheeks?
About time you fuck. About time you let me fucking do this, you stupid asshole. All right, so, this guy asks me here. I don't want to say his name because I don't want to get him in trouble with his mom. But he asked me, Ebenezer, would you go balls deep in AJ Lee? Fucking course I would. I'd stick my dick so far up her ass I'd tickle her tonsils with my purple-headed warrior. Nailed it. I'd stick my thick hog so far up her twat, I'd split her like a log. I'm so fucking bad. All right, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. Fawa Mawa. Nailed it.